Hello. Today was a logistics day. I started in Sequim. I walked to the bike shop, picked up my bike, then caught a bus to Port Angeles, and then from Port Angeles I caught another bus to Forks, and then to the hotel where I put the bike packing gear together. And so I had a problem. I left my backpack with all the electronics on the bus. Fortunately, I was able to catch up with that bus with my bike and get the backpack off. Otherwise, that would have been a disaster. And that brings me to a little lessons learned. So for this plan, I sent my bike to the bike shop in Sequim, and then I sent all my luggage to Forks, where I am now. And that meant when I went to pick up the bike, I had a very minimal amount of things with me. You know, I flew with almost nothing. I had a jacket, and I had my phone. I had all the electronics, but I didn't have a hat. I didn't have rain gear. I didn't have any of that other stuff. Basically, I kept it to the bare minimum. And you know, it was about 50, and when I got to Forks, it was raining, but just a little bit. And so it would have been nice to have that hat, and it would have been nice to have the rain gear, because I did have to do a brief ride. I had to ride, you know, in Sequim I had to ride from the bike shop to the bus stop, and then in Forks I had to ride to the hotel in that, you know, light rain. The other thing was, with my gear in Forks but the bike in Sequim, had I missed that bus, or had there been a problem, you know, with taking the bus, like maybe the bike racks were full or something, then I would have been in trouble. And that just leads me to think it would have been a lot better to not need that bus. And I realized I could have done that. I could have mailed both the bike and the gear to Port Angeles or Sequim, and then I could have just ridden the bike to Forks, even though I'm going to be riding back to Port Angeles later. And by doing that, it would have added a day, but I wouldn't have needed that bus. Next time, that's the way it's going to go. I did include a few pictures at the end, but didn't take very many. And that's really all I have to say. Tomorrow I start the riding. Bye.